All right, everyone, welcome back. So we have a X1 BMW. I think it's a 2017. Let's find out. 2017. The customer complaint was they had an antifreeze leak. And you can see right here, this is the antifreeze leak. It's coming from the center of the engine here. It also has another leak back here coming off the frame rail. And right in this area here is the same color fluid as the factory antifreeze. They also had concerns about the headlight assembly full of moisture. Being that BMW uses blue colored dye antifreeze and most washer fluid is blue, that even if we fixed the coolant leak, we didn't identify the other blue leak, we could potentially have a comeback. So they were aware of the blue leak on the passenger side and also the leak in the center of the vehicle. And they thought it was both antifreeze when it wasn't. When it's actually two different problems. It's very common on BMWs to have this issue. This car only has 50,000 miles on it. And we had another BMW in here recently that has 65,000 miles on it. Had cooling system issues, went back to the dealership complaining that he was leaking blue fluid again, and because the dealership couldn't, there must have been some communication problems there. The customer comes back and says to me that they're still leaking blue fluid. It's not from the area that I worked on. I would have to be sure to inform the customer while it's in my possession and say, hey, you have two leaks here. One we resolved, the other one is your washer tank. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. So this vehicle has the same problem, a coolant leak today that's blue and also a washer fluid that's leaking blue. One is on the passenger side by the front tire, the other one is center of the vehicle. But if we didn't identify both of these leaks, it could be a comeback necessarily that we don't want. And they also asked that, was the coolant leak causing the passenger front headlight assembly to steam up? And that is no. There is no cooling system components at the right hand side of the car that causing that headlight assembly to steam up. It's actually water intrusion, needs a new headlight assembly. We could dry it out, but it's only going to come back.
That's super common.
Yeah.
BMW.
Well, what I was saying, I'm just trying to educate BMW owners who aren't like car people that just because you see two blue leaks from two separate sides of your vehicle doesn't necessarily mean that it's one leak.
Yeah.
It's two different systems. And if you have rear heater controls, you have blue at the back of the car, and also your washer pumps blue fluid to the back. So you could have blue fluid, you know, from front and rear of the car, and it's up to the professionals to identify the problems. But I'm not sure if they want to fix the washer tank or not. I know we're definitely doing the oil cooler on this thing. It's very common failure on this X1. And then, of course, it's special order parts from BMW Princeton because we don't have BMW parts anywhere right here in Cinnaminson. So that's 3 days out. So if we're lucky, Thursday we'll see parts.
Yeah,
for this
Thursday morning we'll see
BMW.
parts if we're lucky.
How ridiculous is this for parts?
So, I mean, that's most likely going to be a Friday job.
Yeah, and then somebody questioned yesterday about the fuel pump. I don't know what brand it was. The fuel pump.
Explorer?
Yeah. He said, well, you installed the cheapest part possible.
No.
That was the only part available today.
We don't install the cheapest parts unless it's the only thing available.
It was the only part that was available, and then 3 days later we got a Motorcraft one, and I did absolutely nothing wrong with it. Install it and put it in the car, and it didn't work right. And you can't install it in the wrong clock position because nothing would hook up.
Yep.
So it really wasn't my fault. Some other guy had some keyboard warrior was saying he would take his car to Pep Boys any day of the week. I said, you do that when they sell you a $3,000 exhaust system when you need a $200 flex pipe. See how much you like them then. Right?
Well, there was a girl that, it's like a friend of a friend. She was like, oh, I wouldn't take my car up to your shop.
To you?
Yeah.
Really?
It's like, why not? She goes, well, do you have your certifications? I said, no, I don't need them. I said, I know what I'm doing. I said, I'm the only one at the shop that doesn't have them.
Yeah.
You have them, and Jude has most.
Oh yeah. Jude's got a lot of certifications from Ford. But yeah,
It's like-
as long as you're working by somebody that's, you know, close vicinity, Caleb's learning exactly what he would learn in a classroom. Actually, I'm gonna take that back.
Yeah.
She was absolutely learning fucking nothing at Ford. Nothing. Nothing. That tech program is the worst program I've ever heard of.
But the thing is, that was recommended over Lincoln Tech or.
I think he probably would have had a better. I can't say this for sure. I can only think based on what I see from Jude learning in school is the Ford Asset program is just a waste of money.
I don't think there is really a good tech program. The best way to get into it is
Everybody
just
says
your
get
hands
into a
in.
shop with a good master tech and learn that way, and that's 100%.
And you're better off in a mom and pop shop where you're not flat rate. Because if
Everybody, you should hear all the flat rate mechanics saying, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore.
Well, it's not.
I can't make any money here.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about if you want to learn from somebody, you don't want to learn from a flat rate tech because he's not going to want to give you the time and attention.
He's not going to teach you his secrets so you can take his work.
That's my point.
No.
You need to go to a mom and pop shop where everybody's hourly, because then that's when people are.
Yeah. So this video was about BMW fluid leaks. I'm going to cut it short. Thanks for watching.